What's up, Flamers? God Fear TV here with another one. Where my fire starters at? Hey, yo, this shit right here crazy. San Francisco Police Department done approved to use killer robots. Killer robots, people. Can you imagine the motherfucking outcome and the devastation that's about to occur if they go full force with these robots? Flame this video down, like, share, subscribe. We about to go in right now.
San Francisco want to arm the robots and give them the green light to kill, but only in cases where lethal force is absolutely necessary.
According to the proposal by the San Francisco Police Department, robots would be allowed to kill when risk of loss of life to members of the public or officers is imminent and outweighs any other force option available to the SFPD.
You hear that? These robots will use excessive force. Excessive force now. If they feel as though it's necessary. Now, you tell me, how can a robot determine when it's necessary to shoot, destroy, disarm, or defuse a situation when a robot has no emotions, it has no soul? Yeah, this God Fear TV, we about to go deep today. We ain't done yet. Let's go. We talk about shit that matter. While them other motherfuckers, they ain't talking about nothing. Let's go.
San Francisco Force already has the robots,
which are
normally confusing and can be outfitted with a range of weapons.
If the proposal goes ahead, it wouldn't be the first police force in America to use robots to kill. In 2016, law enforcement in Dallas used a robot like this one, equipped with explosives, to kill a suspect who had shot and killed 5 police officers.
You see this? They already had these robots in place. These robots been around. These are type robots that they send in caves, tunnels, mines. When motherfuckers be trying to blow shit up and threaten to bomb shit, they send these type of robots in. But what they did to their system is they upgraded the system, whereas though these robots, software could be upgraded and things can be added to it, just like our phones and our tablets and our game systems. Everything is working off of a software, so it could get upgraded to do other things. Now, remind you, this shit just coming out to us in the public. The military is like 20 years ahead of us and shit. You see, the military been had shit like this, but we ain't done yet. Flame this video down, y'all. We going real. We gonna set the fire today. Let's go.
Would have exposed officers.
The future where RoboCops are policing the streets and using lethal force to do it may become a reality sooner than you think.
May become a reality sooner than we think. Well, you know what, people? It's already too fucking late. Because it's already been passed and it's already here. You see, while everybody else paying attention to the bullshit, this is what's going down. These are the laws that's getting passed. These are the people that we vote into office that's passing these type laws. That's not going to benefit us in no way. But it will deceive us. San Francisco Police Department authorized to kill suspects using robots in draft policy. Okay? Now, some people against this shit and some people that's not, but the majority is with it and it's been passed already. Okay? A policy proposal heading for Board of Supervisors approval next week would explicitly authorize San Francisco police to kill suspects using robots. The new policy, which defines how the San Francisco Police Department is allowed to use its military-style weapons, was put together by police department. Over the past several weeks, it has been scrutinized by supervisors. Okay? Supervisors of the board committee is against this here. Okay? Because they feel as though it ain't necessary to put these robots out here in the public, which is not. Okay? What's the reason? What's the agenda? Well, we gonna get to that. Flame this video down. God Fear TV, we here now. It says the draft policy faces criticism from advocates for its language on robot force, as well as for excluding hundreds of assault rifles from its inventory of military-style weapons and for not including personnel costs in the price of its weapons. Okay? This shit is crazy. It said it was replaced by language that codifies the department's authority to use lethal force by way of robots. Robots will only be used as a deadly force option when risk of loss of life to members of the public or officers are immediate and outweigh any other force option available to San Francisco Police Department. So what are they saying? What can happen that ain't been happening that the police department, the human race, ain't been handling? What kind of catastrophic events are y'all planning? Because this is military style shit that they're trying to bring into our communities, people, and they are bringing it into our communities. This could mark a legal crossing of the Rubicon for the city. Robot use of force has never before been approved, nor has it ever been prohibited. In San Francisco, a version of this draft policy was unanimously accepted by the Rules Committee last week. It will come before the full board on November 29th. Okay? The original policy they submitted was actually silent on whether robots could deploy lethal force, said Peskin. He also added that he decided to approve the San Francisco Police Department guidelines because the department had made that case that there could be scenarios where deployment of lethal force was the only option. Okay? These people are getting ready for something big. Something real big. Okay? And while we being distracted by bullshit every day. Okay? Put y'all on some other shit. Okay? Shit been going on.
ad. Today, St. Pete
New high-tech tool designed to save lives. Check this out. Meet Spot, the robotic dog. It will be used as a
de-escalation tool in SWAT situations
downstairs,
open doors, and has a camera. And
You see that shit? And I bet you that motherfucker could run too and hulk you the fuck down. That motherfucker will run and jump on top of your ass so motherfucking quick, and you will not be able to have no type of force against this machine. I'm telling you. Once this motherfucker grab you and get a hold of you, first of all, it's going to terrify and petrify the shit out of you, because no one ever has been in a scenario or a situation or a space like this, where as though machines are using force against them. This shit is nuts, yo. Check this shit out.
intercom system to allow for safer communication.
Police see this as a
great tool
to help in
standoffs or search buildings in dangerous
And ultimately, if I can send a robot through a door during some sort of high-risk incident, it's much safer not just for the officers who would otherwise have to go into that space to search it for me, but it's safer for if there's a suspect, an individual on the other side of that door. If I take the human out of that interaction, then that need for deadly force, if something happens, is greatly made.
Told you. This is all what is going to be used for, deadly force. They ain't saying nothing about diffusing a situation, calming a situation down. They talking about these robots using deadly force. These robots, okay, that they trying to perceive in a positive way, is going to affect mankind so negatively. Motherfuckers is going to be petrified. I'm telling you. Because you don't know what these machines are thinking, what they're going to do, how they're going to react, and how their software is programmed, okay? You see that shit? Imagine that motherfucker on your ass. Look at that. See that shit? Man, listen here. This guy Fear TV, we're going to speak the real. Man, we need to get motherfucking prepared. Because what the fuck is the chances of one of these robots coming to our door to diffuse a fucking situation? We can't even talk to them like a human being and explain what the fuck going on. They're there for one mission and one mission only. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. And we ain't done yet. You see, it's what this shit all about. It's what this shit ultimately all about. Because China ain't playing. Okay. China's got America balls. You hear me? You hear me? Got the balls. Stop playing. Literally.
It is not a battalion. or wolf warriors, or diplomats.
It's these machines. Initially, they would remind you of remote-controlled car toys. But look closely, these robots can do a lot more. They are equipped with a machine gun. Chinese soldiers can fire this gun from a distance and without any wires. There are cameras too, to watch what the adversaries are doing. China calls this vehicle the Shark Claw. 88 of these have been deployed into Tibet. Shark Claw has a partner. It's the Mule 200. This is a transport vehicle.
So
Y'all see that shit right there? I'm gonna say this, man. Y'all sleep on these motherfucking robots if y'all want. Once these shits get out here in the public as a norm, y'all gonna wish the regular police were back out here. I guarantee you that. These robots ain't got no motherfucking emotions at all. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. When these things come, they're coming. Okay? When these things come, they're coming. And this shit ain't nothing to be fucking with. Okay? And they keep showing it. Little by little, closer by closer. And that shit the San Francisco Police Department on, yo, it's here now.
vehicle.
Able a Shark Claw, but the Mule would be very useful for the PLA. It can be used to transport valuable supplies like ammunition. China has deployed around 120 of these into Tibet. Bots are now joining the People's Liberation Army. Their induction is a prelude to something more sinister. For now, a soldier will operate these robots. But in the future, China wants weapons with a mind, weapons with artificial intelligence.
You hear that? They want weapons with minds of their own, artificial intelligence. They already got it. Where these robots can read body language. They'll be able to read your whole record if you're in danger. The same shit that come up on the computer when the police run your record, the same shit that machine gonna be able to identify. And it's up to that machine to choose and identify if you're a threat or not, whether it's going to kill you or let you go just because of your record and the reputation of life you have. That shit crazy. So imagine this. You ain't been in a situation in 10, 15 years, but just because of the artificial intelligence software running on these robots, exporting the information, all those robots is getting in their system is your whole jacket. For example, robbery, kidnapping, in gangs, caught with a gun, and commission of a felony. If any of that shit pop up, that robot gonna kill your ass. And that's a fact. That robot gonna kill your ass. If it comes to your house for a domestic situation, right? No guns involved in nothing, but you got caught with a gun in the past, or you done something related to a gun in the past. That robot gonna come there Ain't no explaining shit to that robot. That robot gonna kill your ass right on the spot. Right on the motherfucking spot.
Beijing is moving swiftly to acquire such capabilities. The efforts began in 2017 when China unveiled a new artificial intelligence development plan. It advocated the use of AI in the military. Specific applications were listed out, like providing support to command and decision-making, military deductions, and development of defense equipment and related.
You see that shit? Yo, ain't no stopping that. What if you put the gun down? What if you ain't got no gun? You put it down. Did you see how that fucking machine shot through that shit? Suppose you want to surrender. Ain't no surrendering.
Like providing support to command and decision-making, military deductions.
Look at that shit. And that's going through fucking brick walls, people.
And development of equipment and related application. Private sector was roped in to accelerate these efforts. Chinese big tech companies like Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent, Xiaomi, and Huawei were labeled as AI champions. The PLA stands to benefit from the rapid strides these companies make. Already, different wings of the Chinese military are working on specific projects. The PLA.
Now, if China got this shit, just imagine what America got. And America ready to put their shit out in the public, and they ready to test it on their own fucking people. This shit already been tested in the war. Trust me. It's shit that went on in the military in the war that we'll never know about. But I could guarantee you 100% they don't use these robots and all kinds of other robots in war. Robots that look like human beings on some real shit. This guy Fit TV like this shit. Flaming down. Let them know it's the real over here. Subscribe.
Ground Force is developing robotics for the military. The Navy is working on autonomous submarines, while the Air Force is developing drones with an ability to think. These advancements should raise an alarm worldwide.
You hear that? These advancements should raise the alarm worldwide. But you know what? What these other platforms talking about? What are y'all learning from these other platforms? Y'all ain't learning shit, but a whole bunch of ignorant shit. And I don't mean to be offensive. I love all my fire starters and all my flamers. But you being misled and deceived by other shit. And no, I'm not the one to tell y'all what to do or what to accept. But what I'm just trying to make y'all aware of, that is bigger things going on that's more important. And those shits was going on in hip-hop this, hip-hop that, every day, our own people. They know that's the drama that we used to. That's the drama that we accumulated to. So that's the drama that they're going to keep putting the narrative in our face. Every day is some shit. Every day is some shit. Especially to keep us off our game and off our toes. But God Fear TV here. All right? And I hope they don't take this video down.
Unfortunately, world powers are still in the United Nations trying to open negotiations for an
You hear that? The world is still ignoring the threat. I'm going to play it again for y'all. I just said it.
Unfortunately, world powers are still ignoring the threat. This month,
World powers is still ignoring the threat.
the United Nations trying to open negotiations.
We're not talking about world power. They talking about people like us still dumbed down and not paying attention. Because the people of power know what the fuck going on. They prepared. They got somewhere to go if some shit go down. We don't. That's the shit. We don't. Okay? We going deep today.
For an international treaty autonomous weapons. They failed. None of major weapons producing countries were willing to have a conversation.
See that, y'all? Look, that same shit that they got over here in Florida, look, they got over there in China. Look at it.
Using countries were willing to have a conversation.
That shit, what's gonna stop that? You got a gun, ain't no bullet gonna stop that. You fuck what gun you got, what Draco you got. Bitch, you better have a fucking rocket launcher, if that. Because you gotta remember, this shit military made and military minded. This shit can withstand RPGs, grenades, and all that shit. So we ain't got no force to go against this shit. We ain't got no force. Yo, y'all better wake up. We better wake up. I don't woke on it. I'm trying to wake my people up. This God Fear TV over here. I'm trying to tell y'all some shit.
Producing countries were willing to have a conversation. These stonewalling tactics work to Beijing's advantage. The PLA gets more time to perfect the AI technology and develop killer robots, weapons that could make the world a more dangerous place.
You hear that? Killer robots, the world that can make the shit that can make the world a more dangerous place. They're saying it and they putting it out here and they don't give a fuck. You know why? Because they ain't got to be involved in the space. They're not the civilians. They're not the target. They're the hunter. We're the hunted. Okay? And that's something that everybody need to wake up on. Okay? As of June 17, 2022, central to this fast evolving domain are autonomous combat system, artificially known as lethal autonomous weapons system, or quadrically killer robots. These uncrewed systems are artificially intelligent and machine learning algorithms to autonomously identify and destroy a target. Okay? This shit ain't no game. This shit ain't no game, man. Everybody playing this shit. We ain't playing over here. Okay? We ain't playing over here. With that said, killer robots are autonomous weapon systems that can select and attack targets without meaningful human control. That means they will decide on their own based on their own intelligence and software. Once it walks up to you and reads your data, if you were in prison, you did time, you got caught with a gun, anything, fucking assault, domestic, they gonna kill your ass. These robots will kill your ass. Okay? Do killer robots exist? While such robots that are frequently portrayed in the media are still entirely fictional, not no more. Real-world killer robots are more formally lethal anonymous weapon systems. Laws, what they call for short, are very much in the process of being developed. That was in 2020. That was 3 years ago, y'all. Okay? Has AI been used in war? That means artificial intelligence. Several nations' armed forces incorporate AI into weapons and other military systems deployed on space, air, sea, and land platforms. That means they don't use artificial intelligence and robots in the air, in space, in the water, and on land already. And they're ready to use it right here in the motherfucking United States. Okay? That's what they're ready to do. That's exactly what they're ready to do. Okay? That's exactly what they're ready to do. And everybody better wake up, because this shit ain't no game. And why they distracting us with this, distracting us with that, that's exactly what they're going to keep doing. They're going to keep trying to hit us with distraction after distraction after distraction after distraction. Every time. All this other shit that's going on. Y'all, us to know about it. Now look what's going on with Terrell Owens. Now every day it's a distraction. Every day it's a distraction. To take the dumbed down minds off of the shit that they don't want y'all to learn. They do not want y'all to get identified with, because once you start identifying this shit and you start to catch on to this shit and everybody start to catch on to this shit, everybody start to catch on to this bullshit, you see, it's powers in numbers. It's powers in numbers. And they don't want us with no power. And if they do, they definitely don't want us with numbers and power. Because now we competition. You see them, right? They just ain't got power. It's numbers with their power. It's numbers with their powers. And what they got going on behind the scenes. You see, They release these robots out to the public. And motherfuckers on the corner think, or criminals think they're still going to be criminals. Man, listen here. Shit about to get real. Shit about to get real, and I guarantee you, the first test will be on somebody black. The first test. Excuse me, y'all. I need some cookies and shit. The first test will be on a black person. It will be on a black person. You know why? Because we the test dummies. We the stunt dummies. Or should I say crash dummies? Because only shit happening to our race. Only our race is making headlines for every other thing except what? Not killing, hurting, and putting each other down. You don't see Taylor Swift talking about Lady Gaga, about who sing the best and all this and all that. You don't see no type of beef like that. Like, come on, people. You'll never see that shit. They put us on the forefront as a form of entertainment, laughter, humiliation, grievingness, all that. They play with our emotions every fucking day. Every day. They play with our emotions. Every day. Every day. And it got people coming on these platforms like, oh, who did? Who that? Nah, it went like this. Nah, it went like that. Nah, that. All this yin yang bullshit. Talking about nothing. Ain't nobody learning nothing. But I will give shout out to Dewberry. He be speaking some shit. Nah, I mean, I like positive shit. Because the positive shit is what you're going to be able to elevate from. You're only going to be able to elevate from that negative shit for the moment. Only for the moment. Just like the devil. The devil's victory is only for the moment. The Lord, the positive, the Savior, Jesus Christ, his is for a lifetime. His win is for a lifetime. The devil win is only for the moment. You see, a lot of people all confused about what it supposed to be and how we supposed to portray life and imitate life and our younger generation looking down, looking up, while these public figures looking down on them like, yo, they so stupid, but as long as they keep biting the hook, we gonna keep throwing the motherfucking bait. You know, they gonna keep screaming us, they gonna keep paying us, as long as we keep influencing them the wrong way. They gonna follow everything we do. They gonna agree to everything we do. Everything that we say, they gonna stand for. They gonna stand right behind it. They don't even listen to their own mothers and fathers, but they listen to us. And we don't even live with them. We never even met them, and we got control over their children. This is real talk right here. Yeah, I told you I'm going deep today. How in the world is it that someone that never met your son, daughter, niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, mother, sister, brother ever in their life, and they will listen, and that person will influence them before somebody in the household trying to influence them in a positive way, like their own parents. Motherfuckers won't even listen to their own parents and follow their own parents' lead when their parents trying to show them something positive and how to do shit the right way. They think following the way these motherfuckers setting the narrative is the way to go. All these big stacks of money like shit's supposed to happen overnight. One big lick and all this shit. Nah, man. That one big lick, you might not even get a chance to enjoy that shit. Because the devil is a liar. And you'll fuck around and get yourself hurt, your family hurt, and a lot of other people hurt. You just can't jump out here and think you're going to move the way that you're going to move and thinking you're going to move on somebody else and thinking everything going to be okay and ain't nothing going to come back off of that. What type of world you living in? You see, this is what these rappers is not telling you. When you do shit, it's going to come back. You're going to get boxed in. You heard what Tupac said? There's something these rappers ain't talking about today. Anybody could be fucking touched. Remember that. Give a fuck if you got a gun on you or not. Don't give a fuck if you got bodyguards or not, because everybody's snaking the snakes and everybody hanging with snakes. And money the root of all evil. And money is the head of the snake. Okay? So with money being the head of the snake, your own people will snake you the fuck out. Your own team will snake you the fuck out. Perfect example, ain't no way. Nobody shouldn't have been able to get close to Takeoff, nigga. Or any of these other people. But it goes to show you that they put these people in certain situations and they box them up and they box them in. And it's the same shit that can happen to anybody. But the fucked up part about it, like I said, why I gotta keep getting advertised every day. All these platforms advertising that man murder. Ain't nobody say a motherfucking thing about it. They never say nothing about these black men murdered that they keep showing on TV, and they not taking them down off of YouTube or none of that shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look how quick that King Von autopsy hit the internet. All that shit set, all that for fucking money. And Takeoff family really stood on some real fucking legacy. That video would not be up right now. If Quality Control stood on some real fucking legacy about their artists, that video would not be up. It would have never got to TMZ. TMZ would be getting sued. Yeah, I'm upset because this is how they play with our emotions. Same way they did George Floyd. Don't know if that shit real or fake. Don't know what the fuck going on with these people. I know they tap into our emotions and they know exactly what the fuck they doing. And they tap into our emotions more than ever before. You know why? Because now we have portals. It's more easier for them to tap into our emotions. You see, back in the day, it was magazines, cable, BET, The Box, MTV Jams, Yo Raps, Basement, Source magazines, Vibe magazines, Word Up, Rap On, shit like that. That people had to wait for articles and for these artists and entertainers and actors to be interviewed. Or when certain situations happen, we had to wait for it to get publicized in a magazine or in the newspaper or some shit first. And everybody didn't receive the message at the same time. Everybody received the message at different times. Unless they announced it on the radio or some shit. Like if it was something real big, like a big star that got killed in murder or died, for example, like Tupac Shakur and Big and shit like that. Yeah, like they announced the shit on the radio so everybody knew at the same time. This, you know what I'm saying, pre-internet era. The radio was the closest thing to getting shit in real time, if anything. Now with the internet, when something go down, everybody gets the information immediately. You know how much energy they can transfer off of that? You see, this is a form of energy harvesting. Spirit cooking, soul cooking, shit like that. And now we got these devices in our hands. Back to what I was talking about with the portals. These are portals that we're entering. And we don't even know it. That's how they can tap into our emotions. For example, you see how people like hooked on Facebook and Instagram, like when they wake up, that's the first thing they go to. They go to sleep, that's the last thing they on. That's because their soul is tied to it. That's what you call a soul tie. Okay? And that spirit that got inside you. And that spirit that took over you because you done opened that door and you done went into that portal. So It's like if you're not on it, something don't feel right if you're not in that portal. This is why the TV screens are black. The tablet screens are black. The phone screens are black. The computer screens are black. Because it's a portal. Y'all know about scrying mirrors? Okay? Scrying mirror is a portal. Let me show y'all something. Black mirror as portal. Pagan portals. Scrying divination using crystals, mirror, water, and fire. This shit is real. This guy for TV. I'm trying to tell you, scrying is a practice of looking into crystal balls, mirrors, water, fire, clouds, and many other things to see visions, find messages, and gain knowledge. Okay? It can be done for personal guidance, for inspiration, to find the answers to questions, to look at distant places or other realms, okay? Other realms, or for fortune telling and prophecy. You see, this is a form of demonic and demonized energy. When you dealing with tarot cards and shit trying to tell you about the future and trying to rewrite the prophecy that the Bible clearly already has written. And with all the psychics trying to tap into your world, into your spirit, you see, if you allow them psychics to tap into your spirit, you will start to eventually believe what they say, because now they tap into your soul. You allowed them to. This is why you have to watch who you bring in your circle and who you're around and who you tell your business to. Okay? Because they can have a bad intention. Everything good for you ain't great for you. All right? This guy for TV, we going deep. And these phones and computers and shit is portals. And we must stay prayed up and prayed up over all this shit. Now, and if you believe in a higher entity, a positive entity, this is the only way to fight these type of spirits off. It's through the Holy Spirit and through prayer. You see, because the demon don't like that. A demon don't like nobody that's anointed, that he can't deceive and confuse. But somebody that don't walk and have that knowledge spiritually will be easy to conceive. It'll be easy to swallow up and easy to be used and turn that person against you. For example, like it could be your own family member, it could be your own spouse, one of your own siblings. Like if they're not in tune into the spiritual world, into the spiritual realm, and you are, you know, the devil know that he can't attack you because you on your spiritual meaningness. You can recognize shit. Because the spirit makes us aware. But if one of your siblings or your other half or something like that, if they're not spiritually aware, or one of your friends not aware, I'm talking about not just saying, yo, I believe. I'm talking about being spiritually aware, like recognizing and knowing the difference and getting that sign from the Holy Spirit. If you know, you know. Ain't no other feeling like it. And if your other half or your other sibling don't have that connection, the devil could use them against you because they'd be more easier to manipulate. Just like the dumbed down people, how the media uses people to keep tapping in to this bullshit because what? They're not aware. They don't know the difference. And to keep them from being aware, they're going to keep putting bullshit and bullshit and bullshit and bullshit. They'd rather have 3 million people talking about LeBron James and Russell Westbrook headbutt or whatever the fuck happened with his head bleeding and shit. They'd rather have 3 million people talking about that than 3 million people talking about what I'm talking about right now. Or what I've been talking about on this whole show right here. I'm giving y'all the real today. This is my passion. I love my flamers. And I try to speak the truth when I'm here. Ain't no 3, 4, 5 minute clips. Nah. I do this for real, and this take time. This take time, this take hard work and passion, editing them videos and things like that. Like, I do this for y'all flamers, and I do this because I like to do it. You know, a lot of these, you know, people on these channels and platforms, which I ain't hating on them, like, they don't even know how to edit videos and shit like that. They don't know how to do that. All they know how to do is talk behind the picture or hit the record button or the live button and just talk. They don't even know how to make videos, break them down, edit it, and do all that shit. You know, I be on all my devices. Computer, tablet, phone, like, I try to stay working because this is my passion. It's what I want to do. And this is what I'm doing. Trying to get the truth out there to my people. Because all this shit that they running be a whole bunch of game. Now they got the Bobby Shmurda, young boy. I told y'all that was going to happen. I told y'all, right? Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all that was going to happen with the Bobby Shmurda, that they did not want this new and improved Bobby that ain't getting in trouble, staying out the way. They want the Bobby that's all amped up, all this, all that, all boom, all that. You see what I'm saying? It's exactly what they want. And Bobby talking about he about to sign the biggest deal in his life. How? But yo, something ain't right. Like, you know that they about to line him up or do something. See, this is why they have to start a beef somewhere. Nobody wasn't beefing with Bobby. Bobby was staying out of shit. Was nobody even mentioning his name. They had no reason to mention his name until he went on that Drink Champs joint. And he was hella positive on there, keeping it a buck, even though he started talking too much, especially when he started talking about that fan shit and that fan deal he did with Desiree Perez to get off the Epic. People, pay attention. Pay attention. He ain't sold no record since he been home. You just got, Bobby Shmurda just got off of Epic 4 months ago. 4 months ago. Okay? Desiree Perez got you out your deal. You said, right? They paid your way out that deal. You old Rock Nation, bro. You ain't been making no songs. And before you went to jail, you never even got a chance to really reach that full pinnacle of success of going on world tours and all that shit because you got locked up. You had just started to get that buzz and it was short-lived real quick. And Bobby, since you've been home, your buzz ain't. And then you making a video when you in the bed with a dude, a man. Yo, I don't know what the fuck going on with that, Bobby. Like, yo, that's what you doing? Like, that's what we doing now? The hot nigga. But they knew exactly who to send, young boy. So now, there's something about to happen. Now you heard the young boy, he done went on there and threatened these people. Excuse me. Bobby, that went on there and threatened these people. Threatened Wack, Academic. Young boy talking about he gonna shoot Wack, do this, shoot this, shoot that. You see, that's the wrong thing you could have did, bro. And you talking about, didn't he say and he on probation or some shit? He 2-0 on probation, but you threatened to shoot somebody on live? Bro, you don't even sound right, bro. That's a violation right there. That's a full violation. How the fuck you gonna say some shit like that? And now, by you saying some shit like that, if you was to get lined up, you won't know where it came from. You see, this is how easy the label be lining y'all up. They force y'all to get into fucking beef, then they knock y'all the fuck off and blame it on the other nigga. This shit easy. Let me get something to drink. All right? No fucking difference. No difference. These labels force these rappers to beef, then they take them out. Streams go up, they make hella money, they rob their family, don't get their family shit, they tweak the contracts, change the wheels, they do so much snake shit. And it's sad. How many people you know in this rap shit that retired with their royalties? Let's really talk some shit. All right? The family don't get it or none of that. And YB, I don't even know why you even wasting your time with Bobby. You a bigger artist than Bobby. Way bigger artist than Bobby. It's a lot of people that you didn't even respond to that done dissed you, nigga. But you go respond to Bobby? Know why? Because they made you go at Bobby. And watch how this situation blow out of control in the next couple days. Especially with academics and the way he run his shit. Just watch how this shit go. For real. What's up, son? All right. You know, just watch how this shit go. Because YB just don't come out and respond to shit and say shit. And not as long as he said it. And he deleted his account. He deactivated his account right after this shit. So it goes to show you what he went on there for. It goes to show you what he went on there for. Right? He went on there for one reason and one reason only. Then you heard Bobby Shmurda do what? He exposed some other shit about motherfuckers be running y'all accounts and all that shit. You see? So that goes and prove, it goes to show you, ain't no rectifying that 75% of the time, when these people tweet something or put something on their gram, they don't even be doing it. They ain't got no full control over their shit. Whatever them people tell them to put on that shit or whatever they got control, I'm trying to tell you. It's what they do. They know how to manipulate the system. They know how to manipulate the system real good. And they know this culture fall for it. Because we've been manipulated all our life. We've been manipulated all our life. So now they manipulating and humiliating at the same time. At the same time. At the same time. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I just wanted to drop some gems and some bombs on y'all today and let you know where my mind at, where my heart at, where my soul at, and where my passion at. And I like to share my thoughts with my flavors. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, newcomers subscribe, because they've been trying to shadow ban me. Know what I mean? And I've been putting in that work. I've been putting in that work. I got a couple more videos coming today. Y'all know how I come over here at God-Feared TV. I try to keep the channel popping for y'all. I try to keep it flaming for y'all. Plenty of content. Not just when certain news break and shit. Nah. I stay dropping bombs, flames. Stay starting fires. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all flamers. All right? Always remember, fear the fire. Fear the flame. God fear.